One and exciting news here for Guilty Gear Strive, and of course, if you're a big Guilty Gear fan, at the Tokyo Game Show, they announced and showed the trailer for Dizzy. So, this is her animations. This is not gameplay, but this is her animations into the Strive series. So, the last character that we had was Slayer. We are now going to be taking a look at Queen Dizzy, and she is going to be coming into Guilty Gear Strive on October 31st. So that gives us a lot to look forward to, which is very, very exciting. Let's take a look and see what they revealed at the Tokyo Game Show earlier.
Yo, 女王様。
こんにちは、娘思いのお父さん。
So that is what they showed for Dizzy there. So we're going to go into a couple of different things with her. So the first being, it's great that they're adding her to Strive. She's a very, very strong, nostalgic Guilty Gear character. She's been a fantastic character for Arc Systems forever. And she was created and put into the Guilty Gear series back in 2000. Now, she is supposedly half gear, and they said that she was born of Testament, and she's very peaceful. And when she was given up and she was adopted by an older couple that raised her, and she had accelerated aging. So by the time she was really 3 years old, she looked like she was roughly in her 20s, and she had a mentality of being in her 20s also. She married Kai, and she has a very in-depth storyline. Her actual design is also well received in general. She's won a bunch of awards and everything for her design, and she has 2 wings, one that looks like an angel and one that looks like a Grim Reaper, and she actually has a salamander tail also, but it's not showing in this trailer here, but generally it would. So Strive specifically is going to have Dizzy available on October 31st. Now you can get her for $6.99, or you can get her as a part of the Season 4 pass. The whole pass is $24.99. So she is a part of that. It says that she's coming out on Halloween, but on November 8th to the 11th, they're going to have the Team of 3 testing beta mode going. And it will also have a player match and a skill customize menu on there. This is all available on the PlayStation 5, Xbox, and Steam. It will be coming to Nintendo on January 23rd, 2025. So in 2025, it will be going into Nintendo, which is very exciting. Good stuff there for Guilty Gear. Oh, not Testament. Her mother's name is Justice. Justice. So it says here that let's see what else we have about Dizzy. Two. It says that she has great powers, has overwhelming strength. It may be equal or greater than her mother's Justice. She's benevolent, and she has superhuman strength, a prolonged lifespan, and fast healing. She has a level of purity. She can also possess shape-shifting abilities. She can transform supposedly into anything. She can change outfits at will, transforming her sleeves or her tails into various objects. Her wings, Necro and Undine, can act separately from herself. That's very interesting. But they only attack if she's in danger. If she's knocked unconscious, they will take over her body and fight for her. So, Necro will utilize fire, and that is the one that looks like the Grim Reaper. And Undine will use ice, and that one is in the form of an angel. Oh, hey there, what's up, what's up? Thank you so much, thank you so much. You know what, we're going over the new Queen Dizzy trailer. Yeah, I hope you're having a good one. Thank you guys, I hope you're having a good one tonight. I really appreciate it. They say generally, gameplay-wise, Dizzy is a little bit more of a zoner, having a very good defense. She can put pressure on opponents from afar, but at a close range. Her moveset revolves around projectiles. She can juggle an opponent after breaking their defenses with her ranged attacks, then rushing them down with normals, and can create a lot of damage there. And this is, of course, according to Guilty Gear Wikipedia. Sounds like JP. From what I can remember, so people at my local for previous Guilty Gears used to use her and Eno a lot. I know that she was pretty good, and she seems to have a lot of options. So she can do long range, and then she can do up close too. And then her wings will transform into all kinds of different, shapes and things like that. She'll have different things going on. I remember her background being just like how they had here. It was like a forest. It was very green, and there were a lot of things going on as if it looked like an Amazon forest. Yeah. Yeah, she shoots laser beams. Yeah. Yeah, that was, let's see here. I know I had seen that in here somewhere. No, I know I saw it though. I did see something about a laser in here. Here we go. Dizzy is able to use a gamma ray, a powerful attack which she fires a massive beam of gamma radiation. But her version is no match for Justice's. Remember, Justice is her mom, because of her personality. And remember, Justice basically wanted to destroy everything. And no one knows who's stronger, Justice or Dizzy, but they're thinking Dizzy is a little weaker because she's nicer. Well, JP has projectiles, so she does. She does too. When designing Dizzy, they found that simple wings weren't going to be impactful enough, so they added a Grim Reaper and a goddess to her sides. They wanted her to have an intimidating presence no matter what she did, in the silhouette of the last boss, which was Justice, her mother, to some extent. That's very interesting. That's pretty cool. Dizzy's birthday is the same as Axel Lowe and Elfette, and who have allusions to Guns and Roses. Oh, and she has the roses in her hair and everything. Um, wow. The story of Guilty Gear X, subtitled By Your Side and centered around Dizzy's plea, is evocative of Aerosmith's 2001 single Fly Away From Here. In Overture, Dizzy is called the Maiden of the Grove. In universe, it is a code name Kai and Soul Bad Guy used to hide her name while deep in Illyria. In real life, it was used to avoid copyright issues due to Sega owning the rights to all the characters in Guilty Gear X and Double X. From Guilty Gear X to Accent Core, Dizzy is the only character without an instant kill, though her gamma ray was equivalent to one. On the cover of the manual of Guilty Gear Dust Strikers, Dizzy's outfit is slightly altered so that her chest is completely covered by belt straps. The two silver buttons on the belt straps have also been removed. In game, her sprite, portrait, and outfit retain the original look. Huh, that's something. Dizzy's shirt panel in Revelator is destroyed until the end of the match if she performs the gamma ray while on low health as a nod to her original costume. The costumes based on Dizzy's XRD appear in Dead or Alive 5 Last Round, Soccer Spirits, and Soul Worker. Huh. Wow. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's a lot of games. Dizzy has made guest appearances in the following games: Queen's Gate, Spiral Chaos, Brave Frontier, Chain Chronicle 3, Mabinogi Duel, Compass, Last Period, Crusader's Quest, Star Ocean, Amnesia, Epic 7, Elemental Story, Code Shifter, King of Fighters 98, Ultimate Match Online, and King of Fighters All-Stars. Yeah, she's very popular. And she's got a really good design. And we're going to talk about her current design, too, of how she is in Strive. It says here, too, that her and Kai's relationship is supposed to mirror Beauty and the Beast. from 1991. Dizzy's supposed to be the beast, a feared gear through her love of reading and learning and gentle nature. Uh, Evocative of Belle's beauty. I guess they're saying both in one body there. Mm. Yeah, so I'm pulling it up right now, like the whole history. So it says here in the Guilty Gear series, Dizzy's mother is Justice. Her father is Soul Bad Guy. Justice, the member of the Gears, race of magical bioweapons. Soul Bad Guy, the protagonist of the series, scientist, human scientist. More information about Dizzy. Introduced in the 2000 game Guilty Gear X, playable character and the final boss. As an infant, Dizzy was taken in by adoptive parents that were supposed to be older. By the age of 3, she had accelerated aging and the mentality of a 20-year-old. Dizzy's gear heritage became apparent when she matured beyond her 3 years old age by the time of X. Dizzy met Testament in a nearby forest who watched over her. Dizzy was later taken in by Johnny as a part of his airship pirate crew. Dizzy marries Kai, allied king of Laria, and they have Sin. So that is a quick rundown of her, and we went over some of that a little earlier in there. It says here that she was designed initially to represent an angel, and her creator Ishi Watari wanted to illustrate a contrast of a character feared for her abilities despite her appearance. Her wings, Necro, the Grim Reaper, and Undine, the angel, have distinct personalities, attacking on her behalf due to her nature of hating conflict. Since her initial appearance, she has returned as a playable character in most subsequent Guilty Gear series titles, as well as mobile games and Queen's Gate Spiral Chaos. In all appearances, she's voiced by the same person, Kazui Fujita. She's been well received since her release and praised for her design and her character. She adds depth to the series, particularly in regards to central conflict, and contrast to how bosses are normally handled in fighting games. However, some concerns have been voiced in regards to the character's handling, particularly to her young age, despite being established as a mother in later games. Necro and Undine, meanwhile, have been examined in a study of how male and female characters are portrayed in video games, particularly in regards to how male characters are often allowed to be monstrous compared to their female counterparts. That's interesting. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, there's a lot of people have looked into her. The creators wanted to design a character that could summon a variety of projectiles, also be flashy enough to be distinctive from ordinary people. Her design is built around the duality of being seen as dangerous due to her abilities while representing the angel with a gentle personality. The tails and her wings are heavily detailed to give her a dynamic expression. For many of her attacks, her wings take place of her arms and legs. They're saying that Dizzy's hair was emphasized by Ishiwatiri in her concept art, with each pigtail folded upon itself to keep it mostly on her shoulders. Her name is derived from December due to Ishiwatiri wanting to keep a theme of the month based after developing the character May. Wow, that's really cool. In illustrations depicting moments after X's conclusion, he wanted to depict her happy, smiling for once, showing her new home as a place of comfort where she could live rather than just survive. That's very interesting. That he was also trying to keep keep the characters as months. I didn't know that at all. Yeah, that's really something. Very cool there. So let's take a look here, and we are going to go through the video a little bit and see what else we can take a look at with Dizzy in general. So here we go for her natural background there, and we see her kneeling on the ground. Now, we don't necessarily see pigtails here. Her hair looks like it's generally flowing down her back at the back of her head there. Now, what is significant about the Bluebird bringing these flowers? Well, they did just say that there are ties to Guns N' Roses with Dizzy. So it's interesting that the bird is bringing roses to put in her hair. Now, the interesting thing about her, too, is that in previous Guilty Gears, her outfits would be an emphasis on white, black, and then, blue. So that's, basically she's got, the black, like kind of like a stocking gloves, and then she has a white flowy top, and then looks like blue embroidery on the sleeves there.
Yo, Joe-sama.
Oh, I kind of missed her there. So she has a black rose on her belt. And these are her armbands here. So that's another armband. These are her sleeves here. This looks like it might be a belt right here. And this may be a skirt. That might be her leg right there. That's her knee.
こんにちは娘思いのお父さん
Oh, there's her tail. Okay, yeah. So she's got a long black skirt on. And here's her tail. And she still has her little golden orange ribbon tied on her tail there. It looks like her wings are a little bit more, like regular wings on the back there. I like how they have this bit of turquoise going through the folds of her dress, and it looks like underneath her dress she has some flats on. And this loose fitting top here, and then her hair is pretty much, flowing down her back. Maybe that's like a loose braid or something like that. She looks very pretty, very, very, very pretty. She's called Queen Dizzy in Strive. Of course, she's with Kai, and he's a king. So,
yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Arc keys. I appreciate it. So yeah, she's going to bring in a very good story into Strive, and then we know, Slayer's been released. Dizzy's coming out in October 31st. It's Halloween. Then we're going to have Venom, and then we're going to have Lucy from Cyberpunk, and then the new anime character, and their name begins with a U. It's I'm gonna have to look up there real quick. Hey there, what's up? How are you? What's up? Let's see what their name is. It's Unika. That's it. So Unika is new to the series, and she is through the anime series, and then she's going to be joining in also to here. So this is going to be very exciting, and for a handful of us, this is our first playable Guilty Gear. This is my first playable Guilty Gear. The other ones, I used to watch high level Guilty Gear, but I never got into playing it. A bunch of my friends had said that this one in particular is very close to Street Fighter, how it plays. So I bought it, and I enjoy it. It's a very, very good game. I play Zato more than anyone else, so it's a lot of fun. It's very good to see Dizzy coming back. She's a very, very, very prominent character, and I like her new outfit. I think it's very pretty. I bet you, that they're going to have DLC options and everything for some of her classic looks. But yeah, she looks really good. And then we'll have to see what's going to happen with Venom, Lucy, and Unika when they come in and join in on Strive also. So yeah, very good. Lots of good news here. Lots of good news at the Tokyo Game Show. Then, of course, later on, the 3 vs. 3 is going to come out in November time. So, yeah. Invite to hell. I play Zato. Yeah. I liked, to be honest, I really liked Faust. I really liked Faust a lot. And I put in about a month with him. And my friends kept saying, no, you got to change characters. I said, well, why? And they said, well, in previous Guilty Gears, it was easier for you to count how he would access his items, and then when you would get his meteor shower. They said you can try to figure his meteor shower. They said, but in this one, it's random, so you can't do that. I said, oh. I was like, well, I'd like to play him. They said, well, we'll have a backup. Like, to play somebody else. I said, okay. So I picked Zato, and everybody's going, why did you pick Zato? I was like, well, I like Zato. I like Eddie more than anybody. So Zato's on the screen, but I'm an Eddie player. I like Eddie the most. So um, I said, yeah, I always say I'm playing Eddie more than anybody. But yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's a lot of fun. Meter management on Eddie, constantly being aware of how much I'm using him, and then if I'm able to, I'll use them, and then I'll put them away, and then try to bring them back to try to save a meter a little bit. But yeah, I don't know about that. I really, when it comes to him, the only I know one dust combo, and I know his frog loop in the corner. The only thing I know is if I can get someone in the corner and I can start the frog loop going, then I'm having a good day. But then I can finagle a bit going on around that. But man, his frog loop is what I try to do at least. It's pretty straightforward too. So it's not too involved. Some of the Guilty Gear combos are just a lot for me to handle. Oh, Oscar, very nice. Faust was your first. You made Johnny for a little bit. Yes, yeah. Johnny's got some great range too. You like long range characters there. Yeah, yeah. Faust has some great range, and Johnny, Oscar. You're saying all the special spells. Very good. Yeah, Guilty Gear is a very interesting game. It's a visually beautiful game. Um, like I said in the past, I followed it, but I didn't. I watched my friends play it. I watched high level games of it, but I didn't play it. When they came out with Strive, they did a very very good job, and just visually, it's like you're watching an anime series. The animations are just absolutely fantastic. The music is very good. The music in a lot of the Guilty Gears is very good, and the stories are interesting too. Zato's story is very interesting. Faust's story is also interesting. I feel kind of bad for both of them, but yeah, and Zato's a bit of a jerk for what he did to Faust, so I feel bad about that, but interesting. Yeah, very cool. I like Dizzy's general design. I think she's very pretty. I really liked her classic design with how foreboding her wings were and everything, and I'm sure that we'll be able to see some of that. They purposefully froze it like this so that we can sort of make guesses on what's going to happen. So yeah, she looks good. Very promising. Yeah, Chip. We um doing the military tournaments and everything. A buddy of mine was a very very good Chip ninja player, and he was everywhere. He was doing everything. You just like how they acted? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, very cute, very cute. I like May's very cute too. I have a friend that's a very, very good May player. The funny thing is, anytime you go to a tournament, you will always see people running around with the May hats on. It'll either be orange or black, and then every once in a while you'll see people carrying around a stuffed animal dolphin. Yeah, very cute. Very cute. Yeah. They did a good job marketing um certain characters and their designs and stuff in this game. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah, when we're saying this, I have my May t-shirt on here. It says the Jellyfish Pirates. Yes. I'm I'm one of the Jellyfish Pirates. I thought we could put this on for the review. Very good. And May is on the center, and this is from 86. Yes, so very, very good. Shout outs to 86. Fantastic t-shirts and keychains and pins and they do all kinds of really good stuff. But a lot of very very nice T-shirts, including Strive, Guilty Gear in general, Killer Instinct, and Street Fighter. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's pull up the I'll get the link here. Yeah. Oh. There it is. Got him. Here it is. Here's my shirt. The Jellyfish Pirate. Make a splash with May. Mr. Dolphin and the Otter. Abba? I feel bad for her. I think she's cute. Uh, I think that story-wise, I don't know. I like her a lot. She's in love with Paracelsus. Um, Play-wise, I feel that you need to be good to use her. I definitely believe she has a very strong learning curve. And then when she has all of her stocks, and all of her resources ready to go, she's an absolute powerhouse. But yeah, I think that she's a character that you can't just pick up and just start running with literally. Um, she takes a lot. She takes a lot, and then she really showcases and does well. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like I said, once she hits once her resources and her stocks are all ready to go, then she gets activated, and then she's just absolutely ridiculous. But you have to know how to be able to get her there, and then you have to be able to know how to utilize her, because she's always dragging Paracelsus around, and it's interesting to see and play against her for sure. Because one thing, one moment I'm thinking, okay, I can try to do what I can against her, and then the next thing she's just wildly kicking my ass. I'm going, oh my god. But yeah, but she's interesting, and I you know I yeah I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I like the idea how she's just all over Paracelsus, and he's just sort of he's just not having it that much. He's poor guy's like in shock. Hmm. All right. Well, I mean, if there's nothing else there, then we're probably going to head over to Tekken. Um, I'm surprised. Well, I was gonna. Well, let's see here. It's September 27th. Dizzy's going to be released on October 31st. I would think they're going to have a gameplay reveal. I would think in a week to 2 weeks, but they'll have something. They'll have something for her. They just want to showcase how she looks, how she's going to sound, a tiny bit of movement there before they do the gameplay for her. So, but she looks very 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 promising, and to be honest, this is just a beautiful outfit, a very beautiful outfit for her, and yeah, very nice, very very nice, really. Yeah, yeah. They don't have anything else at the end. At the end here, it just goes blank. Yeah.
よいしょっ
よ女王様。
こんにちは。娘思いのお父さん。
I like how in this game they make the characters' eyes look like they have depth by creating all these inward falling shadows like that. It kind of looks like, when you first look at it, it kind of looks, you know, how people, when they would make the eyes of someone that looks like they're crazy and with the circles in it, like that, in a round one continuous line. But the way that they do it in here is they have separate circles, and then the light, you know, shines here and cuts it off, but the shading at the top gives it so much depth. So it looks like it's interesting. It looks like the iris is falling inwards like that, but it's neat. It's just a very cool concept. It makes it look like it's 3D when it's, you know, it's 2D. Actually, let's look at Soul's eyes real quick.
Yo.
Yeah, his eyes are a little different. You know, her eyes could be like that more because she's half gear. His, they look like they're solid, but an ombre solid, you know, and then you can see the light where, you know, he's human, so yeah, that's something.
Yo, 女王様。
こんにちは。娘思いのお父さん。
The design of that top too, and the wings, to be honest, I don't know if the wings, see, the wings look like they're attached to the sleeves of this. Her hair's in a braid. See, here are her sleeves, and the wings do look like they're winged sleeves. Yeah, they're winged sleeves. That's interesting. The top of this looks very, very, very interesting. So, for me personally, I'm Catholic, and you know, and if I had to, I could do it now, but usually it's not for people when they're older. But when I was little, and when I hit, you know, a certain age, they finally allowed women to be altar servers, right? And my age group would have been the first youngest age group allowed as a woman to be an altar server. So I learned everything about all of that. And at one of the churches, at the majority of the churches, the robes that they had us put on were all white. And then we would have a rope for the belt, right? And it was white also. But there was one church where I remember they had us wearing a red robe, and the top was short, just like this, and it would go to about here, and then the sleeves were long. Yeah, the sleeves were long. They would go all the way down, and they were white. But then the robe also had, the robe covered everything. It went all the way to the neck, all the way down to your ankles, and then all the way to your wrists. And then the, this white, big, large half shirt went on top of all of it. Yeah, it was very interesting. And then the rope was red. The rope was red. Yeah. And then for this, the little swirls. Yeah. Let's take a look at this real quick. I'm just curious to see. Yeah. But it's a little different, huh? Um, hmm. Hmm. So, I don't know if this is connected or not. It probably isn't. But uh, in Japan, for for Shinto, it's also a high, well, red, but a high. It, the dress would go all the way up to here. Hmm. I don't know how that would work because theirs the white shirt is tucked in, hers is out, ours was out too, but the red would come all the way up to your neck and everything, like bam, it was, yeah, just like this, it would come all the way up to the top. Huh, that's really something. I don't know, I just find it interesting, why they would pick this particular style. Is very interesting, but it's something. And then the sleeves were blocked sleeves, and the Shinto Miko sleeves are very big and blocked also. Um, and when I mean blocked, I mean imagine where the wing is, but then it folds to the other side, and it's like a giant sleeve. Yeah, it's just interesting. Something that's very interesting. Um, but could just be a general design. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, yeah, she looks very pretty, very nice there. All right, well, this was a great review of Dizzy. Lots to look forward to there. She will be active on October 31st. That is Halloween. During November 8th, they are going to bring in the 3 versus 3, and that's going to be beta testable. They are going to be gathering more information for that. And yeah, lots to look forward to for Guilty Gear. Very good. A good eye for detail. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I see things and then I try to draw what I think could be good uh um reasons for why that is, but at the end of the day, nobody knows what the creative reasonings are. The only thing that I can possibly think of is things that relate to what I'm thinking of that could be in that. But I try to draw conclusions from that basically, but that doesn't mean that they're right, you know. But I do like how she looks with her hair and everything else. This is in my opinion this is a Disney overhaul. But I feel the way that they have made her is very beautiful. I think they did a really, really good job. She does not look like how she has traditionally in the past, but this is a very nice look for her. And I bet you that they're going to have one of her classic outfits come through. But for a new outfit for a new game, this fits her beautifully. I think this is very nice. I do feel that there's uh, some sort of a spiritual aspect to this. There's something going on there. Um, I like the fact that she's supposed to represent nature with the flowers in her hair and the flowers on her belt. I think is beautiful. She still has her tail. You know, the tail still has her little golden orange bow. You know, that's a throwback there. Her wings are different, but we have not seen her actual move set yet, so we don't know what to expect. Her classic wings and everything could still come back, or they could be somehow hidden in here. So yeah, it's a lot to look forward to. Yeah, a lot to look forward to with that. Yeah.